2 weeks ago, the thought that Wales could go to Scotland and get a win would have been pure fantasy. Now, well, who knows? Hello, amateurs. Welcome back to our Six Nations series, here with you throughout the championship and beyond. So hit subscribe down below to make sure you don't miss out on any future episodes. That is right. Wales pulled out a great performance last time out in Cardiff and almost shocked the tournament favourites. Ireland took them all the way there in that game, pretty much to the final whistle. It was a remarkable turnaround by Sherratt's Wales to get that kind of performance on the pitch in such a short space of time was a remarkable thing. Myself and Elko did a proper deep review into that one. I will link it up there for you, so go and check that one out if you haven't already. We had a lot of fun in that one, actually. It was a really good one. But this video is all about what I think the Wales team will be to face Scotland this coming Saturday in the later kickoff. Matt Sherratt's been telling his players this week, and probably since he joined up with the Wales squad, to just look forward. I mean, it must be very difficult when you've got the weight of what the recent Welsh record has been hanging around you. But it's such a key psychological thing to just try and drop that, just try and let it go and just look on to the next job. If he can make his players do that, which he seems to have been able to so far, then that's a great first step. Some squad updates this week. Out injured is Josh Adams. He didn't make it back in time, but some huge news for the Welsh squad in that Lake. One of their few genuine Lions contenders is now back fit and available. Will he start? Will he be on the bench? Will he make the squad at all? I suspect he will. One of those things at all, for sure. Also fit and also critically important, Gareth Anscombe. Such a key facilitator in that performance against Ireland. Went off injured, but is now fit and available to continue, I'm sure, in the fly half jersey. Again, great news for Wales. This is key players for them. Released to play in the URC this past week were Ellis Bevan, Dan Edwards, Sam Parry, Ben Warren, Tane Plumtree, and Joe Roberts. So I suspect we won't see any of them in the Wales squad this weekend. Adam Jones has been in the press. I think what a great man to have in and around your squad, to also just to go and talk to the press. He's got such clarity, but also such humour in everything that he does and says as well. So I think he's a real great kind of front man for the Welsh media. And he has he's piled all the pressure on the Scots, frankly, with some of the things he said in the press this week. And I quote, "There is no pressure on us. All the pressure is on the Scots. This is probably one of the best sides they've ever had, if not the best side. And they'll be expecting to beat us pretty comfortably at home." I mean, that is strong words from Adam Jones there, which I quite like. No, actually, I love it. I think it's brilliant. But then he also went on to explain how they're thinking. He said, "There's a feel-good factor, and we're not going to go up there daunted. We want to get the monkey off our back, and we're going up there to win, not to make up the numbers." So all in one interview, and he's sort of showed both two different sides of the coin there, which is great. What have we seen from Wales so far this Six Nations? Well, to call it a mixed bag is a massive understatement. Obviously, hugely disappointing performance in Italy, which led to the end of Warren Gatland's era, but such high hopes now after the performance they pulled out against Ireland. They had some real attacking shape. They've always been very difficult to beat, very, competitive, nuggety, sort of so much spirit and heart and fight in everything that goes on. But to get that attacking clarity in just 1 week of training was remarkable. So huge optimism, I would say, there going forward for the Welsh. Okay, let's look at selection. And well, what would you change and why would you change it? Like, it was a good performance last time out. It looked like Sherratt just picked players in their best positions and he went for core skills. So who are the best scrummagers? Who are the best line-out forwards? And just pick those guys. So I think he's going to pick mostly the same. But there's one opportunity, I would say, for potential changes, and that's in the balance of the back row. Do you want two out-and-out fetchers like he had last time? Or do you want a bigger ball carrier in the back row, potentially a Wainwright, to go up against the Scots? It's a balancing act, and the Scots are generally very good at the breakdown. So I think Wales are going to go the same again, with Morgan in the 6 jersey and Tommy Reffell in 7, and the rest of the forwards exactly the same. As I said, the best scrummaging props in Smith and Wilbrief John, who was unbelievable last time out against the Irish. Another couple of performances like that, and with other tight heads in this championship, not exactly setting the world on fire. What a bolter that would be to come into Lions contention. I can't see it, but if he has 2 more games like the last one, maybe. Elliot D, the best arrows for Wales. I think it's too early to bring Dewi Lake in. I think just keep it the same for now, and what a great impact he would be to come on off the bench. Will Rowlands was outstanding against Ireland, so big, so physical. It really showed up a lot. Had the best game I can remember seeing from him in a Wales jersey against Ireland last time out. And Faletau, another potential Lions. Would he be a bolter, having toured 3 times already? I'm not sure, twice at least. I'm not sure, but he's come from a long way out this time, so potentially. Onto the backs, and I think he keeps it exactly the same. Again, just bedding down those combinations of players that he's put together. They look good. They looked good last time out. Great pace and ingenuity and work rate off the wings. Llewellyn gave them to go forward in the centre, and Ben Thomas just facilitated a lot of that inside him. And you know what? If a couple of offloads had gone to hand and stuck, this game could have actually gone the other way. It would have, been a massive upset if it had have, but they were very close. Onto the bench, and I have got Dewi Lake in there to come off the bench. He's such a quality player. I think he has to be back involved straight away, and I think the bench is the best place for him to do that. Obviously, getting some minutes in him, and then, the following week he'll go and be man of the match against England when Wales break their losing streak. Hopefully not, but we'll see. And everybody else remains the same. There's some good performances throughout from the Welsh, so no need to change it. Keep that consistency of selection, I think, is real key to them building and embedding the new systems and processes that Matt Sherratt put in place. Okay, what do I want to see from this Welsh team? Well, first off, and this is quite a basic point, they just need to back it up. There would have been all that emotion going into the Ireland game, of the coach going, Gatland going, and then a new coach coming in, and that brings a whole load of positive energy, I'm sure. But they now need to make sure that energy is harnessed and they keep that going forward. Obviously, the energy, but then the detail and the application of it as well. It's difficult. But if Wales can back up that performance, then they've got every chance up in Scotland. And more specifically, I want to see this Welsh scrum go after the Scots. I think Wales have scrummed pretty well throughout this tournament generally, and particularly against the Irish, they went very well. And the Scots have the scrum has been one of their weaker facets of play. So I want to see Wales go after this Scottish scrum and really try and win a load of penalties, get some dominance there, wear the Scots out via it. And then who knows, because they've got plenty of talent behind to go and take advantage. Okay, that's what I think. What do you think? Do you think Sherratt's going to mix it up a little bit more, or do you think he's going to try and keep mostly the same, which is what I think? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, do you think Wales can win? Do you think Wales can go up to Scotland and break this huge losing streak that they're on? Let me know in the comments down below. I give this video a thumbs up while you're down there. If you don't mind, it helps other people find it. And you can subscribe there. You can watch that one next. And don't forget to get out and play.